Good evening. This is All India Radio. I am Valsa Williams with the news at 9. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says government reinvented governance model for efficient delivery of services to people. Government further reduces reserve price of wheat under open market sales scheme to check inflation. Home Ministry declares Khalistan Tiger Force and Jammu and Kashmir Ghaznavi Force as terrorist organizations. Election Commission allots Shiv Sena name and party symbol to Maharashtra CM Eknath Shinde-led faction. Asia's biggest Aero India show in Bengaluru concludes with a scintillating air display. And in cricket, India bundle out Australia for 263 runs on opening day of second test at Arun Jaitley Stadium in Delhi. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said the government is focusing on the empowerment of the poor so that they can contribute to national development. Addressing the Economic Times Global Business Summit in New Delhi today, Mr. Modi said the government reimagined how to improve delivery of services and welfare schemes to the poor.
गवर्नेंस के हर सिंगल एलिमेंट को रीइमेजिन करेंगे, रीइन्वेंट करेंगे। सरकार गरीबों को एम्पावर करने के लिए वेलफेयर डिलीवरी को कैसे सुधारे, हमने ये रीइमेजिन किया। सरकार अधिक एफिशिएंट तरीके से कैसे इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर बना सके, हमने ये रीइमेजिन किया। सरकार का देश के नागरिकों के साथ कैसा रिश्ता हो, हमने रीइमेजिन किया।
The Prime Minister said India has shown the world how to convert calamities into opportunities. He said in the last 3 years the whole world has changed due to the COVID pandemic. Mr. Modi said in the last 3 years India has showed the world the true meaning of anti-fragile.
भारत ने दुनिया को बड़े विश्वास से दिखाया है कि आपदा को अवसरों में कैसे बदला जाता है। 100 साल में आए सबसे बड़े संकट के समय भारत ने जो सामर्थ्य दिखाया, उसकी स्टडी करके 100 साल बाद मानवता भी खुद पर गर्व करेगी।
Information and Broadcasting Minister Anurag Singh Thakur has said the rescue and relief work being done by the National Disaster Response Force in the earthquake-hit Turkey has been lauded worldwide. Addressing media at a book release function in New Delhi today, Mr. Thakur said, in the time of crisis, India has extended help everywhere, whether in Nepal, Afghanistan or Sri Lanka. He said during the Ukraine war, India rescued more than 21,000 students, including some from 18 neighboring countries. The minister said India's capabilities and stature have changed and the world looks at India as a land of opportunities.
अभी भारत के डिजास्टर रिलीफ के हमारी टीम ने जो काम किया है, उसकी बुरी प्रशंसा पूरी दुनिया भर में हुई है। एक समय ऐसा था जब भारत सेवाएं लेता था, सहयोग लेता था। आज नए भारत में सहयोग करने का काम हुआ है।
The BJP today hit out at US investor George Soros for his comments on Prime Minister Narendra Modi and said such powers are trying to bring down the government to ensure their hand-picked is in power in India. Briefing media in New Delhi, senior party leader and Union Minister Smriti Irani said Soros has declared his ill intention to intervene in the democratic process of India. She said the man who allegedly broke the Bank of England and is designated an economic war criminal by the nation has now expressed his desire to break Indian democracy.
जब भारत विश्व की 5वीं सबसे बड़ी अर्थव्यवस्था बनकर उभर रही है, ऐसे में हिंदुस्तान के लोकतांत्रिक ढांचे में हस्तक्षेप करने का ऐलान करने वाले जॉर्ज सोरोस को एक स्वर में हम जवाब दें कि लोकतांत्रिक परिस्थितियों में लोकतांत्रिक ढांचे से चुनी गई हिंदुस्तान की सरकार और हिंदुस्तान के प्रधान सेवक नरेंद्र मोदी ऐसे गलत इरादों के सामने सर नहीं झुकाएंगे।
The centre has further reduced the reserve price of wheat under open market sale scheme to check inflation. The reduced price will be applicable for a period up to the 31st of next month. The reserve price has been fixed at 2,150 rupees and 2,125 rupees per quintal for different categories of wheat. Consumer Affairs Ministry said the reduction in reserve price will help in reducing market price of wheat and wheat products for consumers. States can purchase wheat from Food Corporation of India, FCI, for their own scheme at the proposed reserve prices without participating in e-auction. The ministry said the Committee of Ministers has decided to release 30 lakh tons of wheat from FCI stock through open market sales scheme. The government has declared Khalistan Tiger Force and Jammu and Kashmir Ghaznavi Force terrorist organizations under the Unlawful Activities Prevention Act, UAPA. Union Home Ministry said Khalistan Tiger Force is a militant outfit and it aims at reviving terrorism in Punjab. The organization is promoting various acts of terrorism, including targeted killings in Punjab. Jammu and Kashmir Ghaznavi Force has been found involved in infiltration bids, smuggling of narcotics and weapons, and carrying out terror attacks in Jammu and Kashmir. It draws its cadres from various terrorist organizations such as Lashkar-e-Taiba, Jaish-e-Mohammed, Tehreek-ul-Mujahideen, and Harkat-ul-Jihad-e-Islami. The Home Ministry has also declared Harvinder Singh Sandhu, alias Rinda, as terrorist today. He has been associated with terrorist organization Babbar Khalsa International and is presently based in Lahore, Pakistan. He has been found involved in various terrorist activities, particularly in Punjab. The central government had amended the UAPA in August 2019 to include the provision of designating an individual as a terrorist. The government had so far designated 53 individuals as terrorists and 44 organizations as terrorist organizations. The Supreme Court today refused to accept the central government's suggestion in a sealed cover-on panel of experts recommending measures to plug loopholes in the regulatory regime to prevent any loss to investors due to market volatilities, as was witnessed during the Adani Hindenburg episode. A bench of Chief Justice of India D.Y. Chandrachud and Justices P.S. Narasimha and J.B. Pardiwala indicated that it will constitute the committee on its own and reserved the order. The Apex Court observed that the issue calls for complete transparency, and if the court accepts the government's suggestion, it would amount to keeping the other side in the dark. The court also made it clear that it will not appoint a sitting judge to the committee to examine the issue. The court was hearing a bunch of petitions on Hindenburg issue. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts.
मैं डॉक्टर अर्चना प्रसाद आ रही हूँ कार्यक्रम अभ्यास में। विषय है समाजशास्त्र, शनिवार रात 9:30 बजे FM गोल्ड चैनल पर।
Welcome back to the news at 9. The Election Commission has allotted the party name Shiv Sena and its party symbol of bow and arrow to the Eknath Shinde faction. The Commission decided that the party name Shiv Sena and its party symbol of bow and arrow will be retained by the Eknath Shinde faction. In a 78-page order, the Commission said Mr. Shinde was supported by MLAs with 76% of the party's winning votes in the 2019 Maharashtra Assembly polls. Last year, the Election Commission had frozen the Shiv Sena's bow and arrow symbol and gave different names and symbols to the two factions. The Shinde faction was given the name Balasahebanchi Shiv Sena with two swords and shields as the party symbol, while the Uddhav faction was given the name Shiv Sena Uddhav Balasaheb Thackeray and torch as its symbol. In Meghalaya, star campaigners and senior leaders of all political parties are holding multiple public meetings and rallies to garner the support of voters for their candidates. Senior BJP leader and Union Home Minister Amit Shah held two public meetings in Garo Badha and Dalu in West Garo Hill region today. He criticized Conrad K. Sangma for depriving people of the benefits of central government schemes. The BJP leader said once the party comes to power, it will streamline all facilities to the people of the state. Other leaders are also crisscrossing across the state for campaigns. Trinamool Congress General Secretary Abhishek Banerjee stated in Shillong that due to anti-people policies, NPP is going to receive severe jolt in these elections. Senior NPP leader and Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma addressed public meeting in Rongcheng Assembly constituency. He said opposition parties have no specific agenda. That is why they are levelling charges of corruption against him. Parties such as Hill State People's Democratic Party and Voice of the People Party VPP are sticking to their demand for separate Khasi and Jaintia state from Meghalaya. Senior BJP leader and Union Minister of Ports, Shipping and Waterways and Ayush Sarbanand Sonowal has said the holistic development of Nagaland and the whole of the Northeast has become possible due to the untiring efforts and dynamic leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Addressing an election campaign at Mon Town, Mr. Sonowal said, under Modi's dynamic leadership, the BJP-NDPP alliance will continue to work towards peace, progress and prosperity of Nagaland. Sonowal added that Nagaland has also been blessed with peace and development due to the untiring effort of Prime Minister Modi to find for sustainable and respectable solution to the issues of the Naga society. Senior BJP leader and Union Minister of Law and Justice Kiren Rijiju also addressed an election rally at Longwa village in Mon district bordering India-Myanmar. Asia's biggest Aero India show concluded in Bengaluru this evening with a scintillating air display. The show, which was open for the public yesterday and today, received overwhelming response from Bangaloreans. They were entertained by a grand air display by indigenous light combat aircraft Tejas, HTT-40 training aircraft, advanced light helicopter Dhruv, light combat helicopter Prachand, light utility helicopter, India-made drones, and Kiran aerobatic team. There were 811 exhibitors who showcased their products during the event. Among them, 701 were from India and 110 from abroad. The 5-day mega show saw participation by over 98 countries. During the event, 73 CEOs from India and abroad, defense ministers from 32 countries, and chief of the air staff of 29 countries interacted with their Indian counterparts and government functionaries. Information and Broadcasting Minister Anurag Singh Thakur today said India has emerged as a content and post-production hub backed by talent. He said the country's original content is being dubbed globally. He also said he is looking forward to the story of India and its citizens expanding even further across the world. The minister's remarks came during an interaction with global CEO Netflix Ted Sarandos in New Delhi. During the meeting, Mr. Thakur and Mr. Sarandos discussed how India's regional content was favorite and amongst the most viewed content globally, apart from being dubbed in dozens of languages. Mr. Thakur highlighted the expanding creative economy and how India had emerged as a content and post-production hub and backed by the talent of Indians. 7 major German airports have been brought to a standstill after hundreds of ground crew walked out on strike in a row over pay. Aircraft are grounded at Frankfurt, Munich, Stuttgart, Bremen, Hamburg, Hanover and Dortmund. More than 2,300 flights have been cancelled, affecting 300,000 passengers, with air travel effectively wiped out. Members of the Union and Civil Service Association are demanding a 10.5% pay increase for workers. In cricket, India were 21 for no loss against Australia at stumps on the first day of the Border Gavaskar Trophy's second test match at Arun Jaitley Stadium in Delhi. The opening pair of Rohit Sharma, 13, and KL Rahul, 4, were at the crease. Earlier, Australia won the toss and opted to bat. Australia were all out for 263 runs in 78.4 overs. Mohammad Shami, Ravindra Jadeja and Ravichandran Ashwin were the successful bowlers for India. Shami took 4 wickets while Jadeja and Ashwin have taken 3 wickets each. India has replaced Surya Kumar Yadav with Shreyas Iyer for the game. India won the first test and now aims for a 2-0 lead, while Australia will be trying to level the series. Indian Railways today launched Bharat Gaurav Deluxe AC tourist train Shri Ram Janki Yatra, Ayodhya to Janakpur from Safdarjung Railway Station, Delhi. The train will cover 2 most significant pilgrimage sites, Ayodhya in Uttar Pradesh and Janakpur in Nepal. The train will go through Ayodhya, Nandigram, Sitamarhi, Janakpur, Varanasi and Prayagraj during its 7-day journey. The train consists of 4 first AC coaches, 2 second AC coaches, 2 rail restaurants and a library. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says government reinvented governance model for efficient delivery of services to people. Government further reduces reserve price of wheat under open market sales scheme to check inflation. Home Ministry declares Khalistan Tiger Force and Jammu and Kashmir Ghaznavi Force as terrorist organizations. Election Commission allots Shiv Sena name and party symbol to Maharashtra CM Eknath Shinde-led faction. Asia's biggest Aero India show in Bengaluru concludes with a scintillating air display. And in cricket, India bundled out Australia for 263 runs on opening day of second test at Arun Jaitley Stadium in Delhi. That is all in the news at 9. Good night.